finally stopped snowing, but tonight there's yet another problem threatening western New York. Good evening, everyone. Some rain and warmer weather could cause all that snow to melt. Meteorologist Don Paul is following a flood watch tonight. Don?
Yeah, Don, we've been talking about this ever since Monday, and the threat is now realized to the extent that the National Weather Service has issued a flood watch. This goes into effect Saturday afternoon, not tonight or tomorrow, right on through Sunday for the potential for flooding, and there at least is some limited potential for serious flooding in some locations. We have a lot of water stored up in the snow. A lot is going to be added. High confidence that we will receive heavy rainfall, especially later Saturday night into early Sunday. Where the confidence is lower is as to whether some freezing rain could fall closer to Lake Ontario both tomorrow night and then again possibly Saturday night. So this watch is not up yet, but the Weather Service and I are urging you to take those precautions, such as moving things off your roof, moving that snow off in advance of the coming heavy rain. I'll be back with details on when the rain gets here, how much is likely to fall, placement, and where the risk of some freezing rain lies in my full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Don. So who's at risk, and what can you do before the snow starts melting? News 4's Mike Syka and George Rickard are live in North Buffalo tonight.
That's right, Don. Thank you. Actually, I'm here with my colleague George Rickard, who's been looking into the extensive snowpack on some of the rooftops across the area today. We'll have more on that in a moment. But this is a complex situation which is shaping up for the weekend. We have a number of factors coming together here. So we're looking at the potential for ice jam flooding on the Buffalo area creeks. In addition to that, even the major rivers, we're talking the Allegheny especially, may be rising, and the Genesee as well. We may be looking at the Allegheny coming up to slightly below minor flood stage. Now, around the metro, we also are going to have to watch out for some urban flooding. We have a lot of clogged storm drains out there, a lot of snow that's been plowed up into those drains, even some leftover leaves from the autumn season, and that is not going to help anything this weekend when we have some of these excessive rains heading our way, especially Saturday night and into Sunday. So, George, I mean, has to be a load of snow on some of these rooftops, especially south of the city, and this could cause quite a problem.
Absolutely. If you have a steep pitched roof, it's going to be coming down sometime this weekend. Clear the way of that. But if you have a flat roof, it may take on an awful lot of weight this weekend. Just when most of us caught a break from shoveling out the driveway, the guys at Vassinick Plumbing, Heating and Roofing have taken it up a level, literally.
We've been shoveling a lot of roofs. We were up on top of the local hospital, the local nursing home, all week long. The guys are getting a lot of overtime in.
In the Boston Hills and areas that received a few feet of snow, this weekend's rain and melting snow will put a strain on some flat roofs especially.
That gets awful heavy on the roof. If you don't have good drainage, there's nowhere for that water to go, and could cause serious damage to the structure of the home.
But be careful trying it yourself.
Shoveling off the snow, if you can do it from the ground with a roof rake, that's the best way to do it. I don't recommend any homeowner going up on the roof at all.
Is there much you can do about this?
Not really. If you have a metal roof, you just hope and pray it comes down. It doesn't come down and hurt anybody, because no one's really going to get up on a metal roof. It's way too slippery.
Right now, there is thin ice on most area creeks, and the snow may look light and fluffy, but especially in the Boston Hills, Holland, and Warsaw, the water content in that snowpack is estimated to be about 4 inches of water.
So if that snow melts off, all that water is going to be coming down those creeks. And if you have any ice jamming issues that do crop up, that's going to back that water up.
Now, a lot of the creeks have 2, 3, even 4 inches of ice right now. Not real thick by winter standards, but I talked to a city engineer today who said that since Monday they have used the fireboat cotter to break up the ice at the end of the Buffalo River so that if the creeks do get high, it can flush right down out into the lake.
It's good they're getting ready ahead of the game, and that's what they need to do. Of course, our whole team will be covering this and watching it very closely for you over the next couple days. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk more about the water content in the snow around the city and the problems that may pose. Back to you, Don.